I promised you all I'd be right back, and here we are. And I've brought with me once again the fantastic Argic. So I don't think you need much introduction, but feel free to let us know who you are and what we're going to be playing.
Hey everybody, I am Argic. Alara, thank you very much for the intro there. We are going to be playing one of the greatest Sonic fan games ever made, Sonic Robo Blast 2. This is a Sonic game made in the Doom Legacy engine. Yes, that's right, it's first-person Sonic, which you will see in the run. But let's have the game do the talking, and me doing lots of commentary. We're going to go in, we're going to do the run here, we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I am not doing ultimate mode. I already see people saying no hit or we quit. You can quit, I'm not doing no hit, but let's see if I accidentally take some of the no hit routes, which hopefully we don't know. We're going to be doing all emeralds. So without further ado, let us go in, let us play the run, let us go for it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So here we go, Green Flower Zone Add 1. We're playing with the models right now. We're having a lot of fun with it. I'm going to remember to actually go and grab my little tokens here that are going to take me into the bonus stages. As we're going to get all our tokens very, very quickly in this run. As these lovely little tokens will activate our bonus stages. I'm going to grab the speedy shoes as well to give me the speed up as we run into our secret little wall here. This is going to allow me to run through. You may notice that right now that we are playing with 3D models on. This is just because I forgot to change back to the sprites, but this game is wonderful. It has the ability to do some sprite work, or you can do the models. So like if you are a 8 or 16-bit fan, or maybe you're a fan of the Saturn games, you can get them in. And speaking of the Saturn, one of the reasons that I absolutely love is the special stages here. Welcome to Nights into Dreams. We've got to go and grab 40 blue spheres here, and we're going to do it in true Night style with the power loop here. Close the power loop. It brings in the lovely blue spheres for us here. Look at the model blue spheres now. One is putting me off a little bit because I usually see them as sprite form. But we double back on ourselves. We grab our Chaos Emerald, and away we go. So we're just going to head straight down to the goal there. And that is special stage number 1 complete. But because we grabbed 2 of our tokens, that means we get to do 2 special stages. So we're going to go in on this now. We're going to get a preview of some of the different levels that we have coming up. This is Toxic Plateau from our 2nd level here as well. So we're going to grab 60 this time, as the number of blue spheres will increase depending on how many emeralds you already have. So we're going to jump down through this section. We're going to go and spin around, do the power loop again, just to grab as many of these as we can, making sure we're following the trail of blue spheres to run all the way through. Don't have to take the full line on that one because we're already at 53, which is wonderful. That is going to give us 56. That'll give us 58. That gives us the 60. There's 61, and a bonus 1 for good measure there. So now they have our emerald. We're going to race ourselves back to the beginning of the stage, but this time we're actually going to take the correct racing line and then hit the booster and just hold our boost button. You can see down in the bottom left of the screen there, we have the gauge that is going down. That is our boost meter. The more links we have, the more of the rings we go through, the more of the blue spheres we collect, the more boost power we have available. But we'll do more night stages later on. 2 down, and we're going to level number 2, or sorry, level 1, act 2. So we're going to go through it. It follows the Sonic 1 formula again. We get 2 acts, and then a 3rd act with a boss. We are not going to take the ultimate mode route here. We're going to go down, and we're going to go and grab our first token of the run of this level. There you go. On the red spring. Red springs give you more oomph than the yellow springs do, but the yellow springs also take you where you need to go. So we're going to follow it through. We're going to go through here. Going to play with the momentum. You can see here the whirlwind shield gives us a pseudo double jump. It is one of the best abilities in the game, and as long as I have the shield, I will get to use it all the time. Allows me to skip over a lot of segments here. We're going to go under the side here. Going to go under the sea to grab the token for us. We're then going to take us up to the top on the ramp. Big old jump using the momentum there with the whirlwind shield to give us just enough height to get up and through. Reason we love this game is because the speed and the momentum is all very important. You want to stay off the ground as much as you can as we now go into the deep sea zone. So deep sea, down in the water here, the flooded cove is where we go. 80 spheres required on this one, but it's fine because we do the twisty spins, around we go. I'm not going to worry about grabbing any of them on here because we're going to do big old power loops very, very soon. So we're just going to follow the spheres here, follow it around all the way up and through, and then on this section is where we do the power loops because we have a whole bunch of blue spheres, massive number of them, all stuck in the middle of these boxes that you can't get without it. So we now hit the booster, We go all the way through. We stay down the bottom side here, making sure we don't get caught by that. We grab that. That's lovely. That then lets me move down, straight through and in. 1, 2, 3. Let's hold the booster here. Down, up, down, up, down. Oh, we got caught by the ruins there, but that is fine. So we're going to go through the labyrinth here. We go through, up, through, up, in. And that is that complete. Round to the end of the stage now as we have our emerald. Don't need to go right down into the water. Spinny our way through. Going to grab those ones there for fun. You can see we get the double score. And then down, and that is the stage complete. And then into my favorite special stage now. Special stage number 4. We're going to go to Castle Eggman. We are in the Cavern Fortress. It has such a banging tune. But we're going to take the background on us here. We're going to about turn. We're going to go through the spinners here. So we're going to grab as many of these blue speeders as we can, making sure we do not get hit by any of the spinners. We're going to grab as many of these ones as we can as well. There's a Link Freeze power-up. More on the power-ups later, as we don't need to get any in the first couple of stages here. Finish that power loop, gives us over the ones in the middle. Avoid the booster as we about turn on ourselves. Grabbing as many here. We've got 77. That's great. It means I only need 3 as we come outside here before we go to the Minecraft library. But there's the Minecraft library. We ain't going to go in there, though. We're just going to about turn and go back the way we came. Now, the hardest part about this is the fact that we're very limited on our boost because we do not have any of the items to pick up now. So our boost gauge is going to run out on us, but hopefully we have enough boost as we have a little bit more of the links there, up, down, through, and in. Lovely not getting hit there, and that is that complete. Booyah! Another 2 down, another 2 to go, but now we've got a boss as we're going to Act 3, straight into the boss fight. Bosses in this game will always start you with 10 rings. Each boss will also have a desperation phase. So we're going to wait, we're going to run, we're going to wait for the boss to do his laser attack. We're then going to go into first-person view here, and we're going to use the crosshair to line up against the boss just to make sure we get the jump. Line ourselves up on the lasers here. Once he gets smoking, he's going to do his desperation phase. That means he'll fire triple lasers. If he got the chance, no lasers for us. I'll take a 1582, and away we go. That was boss number 1. So now move to Techno Hill Zone. We're going to go into Techno Hill Act 1. We're going to try and make a cycle at the very start of the stage. Can we make it? We want to instantly jump and Thok if it gives us it. We did not get the forward movement there, so no, we cannot. It's a minor time save, but not one that we're getting on this run, which is fine, because we have our speedy shoes. So we're about time we grab our speedy shoes. We've got enemies that have springs on them. We also have the steam cycles here. Not doing very well on our steam cycles, but we're going to stay on the top route here. Big old run and jump as we have enough speed to keep us through. We're on this cycle here. We're going to go for 1, 2, 3. Triple! Oh, baby, a triple. You love to see it. Runs our way through down to the 6 here. We're going to keep the speed shoes boost now. Going to run, jump off this ramp. We're immediately going to roll. That keeps the momentum, allowing us to skip over the gloop section here. More about the gloop when we get to Act 2. We're going to do a sprint off that enemy, get the spring on its back, then run our way through here, making sure we don't get caught by any of this. On to the steam cycle again. Runs our way through and round up to this segment here. We're going to get the next segment where our token is hiding down here. So we jump down, we grab it. Only one token in this stage because the other token is hiding in another segment of the stage entirely. These stages are massive. You can explore them. You should be encouraged to explore them. But in terms of a speedrun, we got to go fast. So only one token this time as we now go to the Dusty Wasteland. So going down into Dusty Wasteland here where we get the purple blue spheres, and I love them to bits as we get them here. So we're just going to run our way through now. Going to make sure we grab as many of these as we can, and hopefully not going to have any cacti cuddles this time, because if we hit any of the cactus, we will lose 5 seconds of time in the Crystal Dome. So we're going to go our way through here, all the way up and around. Following the elevator, we get all these links here. You can see the links keeping our boost going. That is going to be very, very nice. We're just going to slow down there so we don't get hit by that. And then we're going to do the sine wave. Everybody, big old sine wave there. It's the Mexican wave if you go through with it. As we run our way through down to the area here. And then that gives us all the stuff we need to grab our emerald. We're then going to spin our way all the way down here. We have to go around it twice, so we just make sure we get the links as we go. I know I'm not talking about the deodorant, but deodorant is always good, especially when you're in a live event. So now we're going to run our way through now. We're going to go at the middle section, then up to the top, from the top, down to the middle again, and then up to the bottom, and away we go. That is the end of that stage. That is an emerald, and boom, it is complete. So now in Techno Hill Act 2, we're going to have fun with the purple liquid and the gloop. The gloop, what you need to know is the gloop will take your momentum and it will use it to push you down into the ground. So we are going to do a baby jump here, but just gives us enough height to go under the platform there and allows us to not have to do the actual section. So we're going to go through, we're going to go in, we're going to go down on this area. We're then going to jump up onto the spray. Interesting, not what's supposed to happen there, but that is fine. We're going to run our way on this section now. We're going to use the speed we get from the speed shoes to do a run and jump and skip going around the square, because I just don't care. As we then run our way through on this enemy off its back, use the speed shoes. Oh, we hit the enemy. So it's the steam instead. So up there, as away we go. We're then just going to run, jump straight over this section. Oh, we fell down. into the gloop again. So this is not going as well as we would love on this stage, but that is fine because we always have our backups here. The backup's just been run and jump and land on that. Not again, Arg. He's missing his aim. His aim is off. That's fine. Up we go. Wait for it. Go through. Land on that. There you go. Good job, buddy. Visiting the gloop factory there. As it makes a nice gloop sound when you go in it. Dodging the laser entirely. Going to use the momentum that we get here to go through the mine room. So this room has mines in it. You can hear the noise of the mines, but you can't see the mines because I'm too fast. Mines be gone. Run through. Keep the momentum going. You can see now I'm trying to just stay off the ground as much as I can because the more I stay off the ground, the more momentum I get to keep. And away we go with the speed. Such a good one. As we then run down, grab our whirlwind shield hiding behind there. This is important for this segment because the game expects us to activate the button to launch the gloop, but we say no, we ain't doing any of that. Takes us straight over to the area here. We're then going to jump on this platform, wait for the platform to come through. We're going to see if we can get the jump onto this section, see what happens. It's already up there. I think I'm going to fall down. We did not fall down. Very good. This is going to allow me to skip the final segment here. If I can get the jump with the momentum, we get the jump up there. Skips that cycle, and away we go. So into our boss fight. Now, we got no emeralds there, because the emeralds in this stage are actually hiding down in the gloop. And it takes a little bit too long to go down to the gloop to get back up. But speaking of the gloop, we got semicircle the boss. This boss is going to go into semicircles here. We're going to make sure we just hit the boss. Keep hitting him. His desperation phase, he'll then switch into pogo form, where we get to have fun with him bouncing on his pogo. We're still going to make sure we avoid not getting hit by any of the gloop on that one, which is exactly what we want to see. And that boss is gone, and I'll take a 15. Ooh. Right. That is our early game done. We're now going to head into the mid game. We're going to go to our next stage, the deep sea zone. We're going to go through deep sea act 1. We're not going to grab any emeralds in this stage either because there is no point, because we're going to take the shortest route here. We're going to make sure we land on this platform. We're then going to jump onto the shield and then do a jump straight onto that iron box. Oh, missing the iron box. Did not get iron box bounce, but that is fine because we do have our whirlwind shield to give us our backup strats to get us back up to the top in a relatively quick fashion. Ideally, you can skip this entire room with the bounce there, but alas, not today on the bounce there. So we're just going to go through this section. We're going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 revs of a spin dash into the first person mode there to give us the accurate aim. We're then going to run and do a big old jump up here. We're going to do the double jump that's going to land us on straight up there. Very nice. Right up the waterfall. Not getting pushed. Spin dash through. Not getting caught by the spikes. Hit the button to let us in this section. We're then going to land down on the segment immediately into Doom mode. Spin dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Away we go all the way through. Launch ourselves to the end of the stage and didn't even touch the ground there. Hi, Signpost. How you doing? Now, we're going into Act 2, and this is where we are going to grab one more token on this one. We're going to take the slip and slide first. Big old slip and slide here. You cannot do a jump or a thok while you are under the water, but if you can get out of the water, you can keep your momentum through here. We're going to land. We're going to charge a spin dash. We're going to aim. After the 7th rev goes off, that's the maximum rev. We then jump again just to keep the momentum. You can see the jump that we got there is wonderful speed-wise. Don't want to hit any of the mines. As we then run our way through here. Will we get a nice big bounce off this area? No, we did not. That is good for us. Normally, I get fish bounce there. We don't want fish bounce. So we get the 3 on that one. I thought a little bit too early, but that's okay because we just lined up to do it again. Goes back for the checkpoint for safety. And then on the platform, on the elevator here, where's the cycle going to be? That is fine. It gives us over. This is going to make this cycle a little bit tight, though. We still managed to land on the edge of the spikes to get through. Very nice. Wall cycle is actually being quite favorable as well. Does that mean that ceiling cycle is going to be good? Ooh, this is going to be tight. I'm going to go for it. For the people. Runs our way through. Manages to squeak in it there. You see the camera getting caught. Very nice. Very lucky for me there. Not losing any time on that cycle at all. We're now going to go and grab our token in this stage. We're just going to run up the side here. We're going to about turn. We're going to hit the red spring, not the yellow one. Holding forward enough not to bounce off the ceiling, but to go into the alcove there and grab the token. We're then going to run our way through. Spin, 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 jump. All the way thok up there. So we're going to jump down into the bottom segment here. Get the thok around. That gives us the speed as we land in the water. Because your momentum is different while you're underwater there. You don't get the speed. But where you do get speed is when we're doing the slip and slide. So we're taking the slip slide here. We're going to make sure we do not touch any of the sidewalls because the sidewalls will slow me down. But if we hit the ceiling, it allows us to maintain the momentum that we have, which is very, very nice. So we just keep this going, and then we do one on this segment here. We're going to jump, land on the spring, straight up to the top pass, and all the way through the lost city of Atlantis, and then away we go to our next bonus stage. From the great deep here, we're going straight to the volcano, as we're going into the magma caves. Magma cave cycle is a very fun one here. We're going to see if we can actually make it through without getting any damage here. We'll see if the game is going to troll me. Oh, he gets it! Very nice. Not trolled by the game there. And then somehow got bombed by wonky lava into the ceiling anyway. That's fine. The lava should have hit me. It did not, and then bonked me up into the ceiling. We now have our power-up known as the Super Power Loop. You've seen the Power Loop. We've used it many times to get many of the blue spheres. We are going to grab every single blue sphere with this Super Power Loop as it increases the size of the Power Loop's pool, and we get to have fun with it. And speaking of wonky lava, no worky. I've just bonked into the lava like 3 times there and not taken any damage because for some reason, if the lava is at an angle rather than being at the bottom of its peak or at the top of its peak, it just don't have a hitbox. So wonky lava, no worky, and we love it. So we go up to the top there, back to down to the middle, stay in the middle, down to the bottom, then from the bottom back to the middle. That gives us the boost that we need to get all the way through here. Going to see if we can dodge the booster on that section, which we did. Takes us to the end, and that is the stage complete. 1 emerald left to go. But before we do that, we've got the deep sea boss fight. So the boss fight is a random power. He's going to jump out at a random place. We just got to go and jump him and see where he's going to end up. I'm going to try and get a quick hit. Did not get the quick hit. So he's now going to just appear randomly at a segment. We're just going to go and hit him the moment he comes out. He'll fire an EMP. After the EMP, he'll fire some missiles. But if I'm quick enough, he will not get any of the missiles off. And that allows me to get the hits, which is what I love here. So there's the missiles coming out there, but that is A-okay. Once he goes into his desperation phase, he's going to pop up with 3 buddies of his own as well. The 3 buddies will also fire some missiles. So we get the buddies. There's 3 of them. I get bodied there, but that's fine because that just allows me to get the boss there before 30 seconds. And away we go. Now into Castle Eggman. He has an entire castle named after himself, but we call it Castle Yeetman because we're about to yeet ourselves through the stage. The first segment here is going to be really, really fun. We're going to run our way through, grab our final emerald token that is down the side of this area here. So we're just going to about jump off the edge, grab the token that's there, and then spring our way up to the very top. Camera, what you doing? There's my springs. Camera having a bit of a moment there, not letting me move. We're going to just thok our way over here. We're then going to thok immediately when we come off these launchers because for some reason all it does is it absolutely launches us from the device there, and we just get to have fun with it. Not getting bodied there. We're then going to combine that with an item box bounce. So you're going to get to see the item box bounce here. We have launched ourselves over. There's an item box. We land on it, carry the momentum out. That allows us to skip over this entire segment here. And then we just go through in this area all the way up and into a launch again, off past the trees, round to the segment that is down here. Literally launching yourself through the stage is what you want to see. As we now come down and we're going to climb the tower here. And if you are a fan of the Soul series, or maybe you're playing the Elden Ring DLC, you might rest easy, Traveler. And yes, I said that wrong, but it's fine, because it's the Dark Souls reference. As we go through now, we're going to do the bridge escape sequence there. Thok off that to keep the momentum. We're going to line ourselves up on this. Arg is then going to do a jump and launch myself over. So we're just going to jump and then turn and go. That allows us to escape the gate before the gate starts falling down and the bridge starts falling down with us. We're going to run over the enemies here. We've got these enemies that will bonk us out the way. We also have the spikes that are going to hit us. We got none of that, and away we go, and it is lovely. That takes us into Act 2, but before Act 2, we have our final special stage. The best special stage, the Egg Satellite. 120 spheres required. We're going to go and try and grab as many of them as we can through this segment. I do not need to grab any of the power-ups. If I grab any of them, it is a happy little accident. We're going to line ourselves up. We're going to grab this now through the crusher so they don't get me. Straight through the middle segment here. I'm already lining myself up to be on the straight line and narrow through here. That should then allow me to grab every single one there. We then go through the segment. We're going to pass by the red Nintendo GameCube, limited edition GameCube there. We're going to make sure we grab the power loop. That allows me to go through. Then I'm going to go down this section. I want to make sure I don't hit. Oh! Unfortunately, we hit off the ground there and it bonked us straight into the ceiling, but that is fine because we're going to go straight through this section. We're now going to go grab 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just grabbing as many of these as we can. 114 as we come through. 116 as we get into the biggest fan I have here. See, big fan. As we go through into this area now, we're going to dodge downwards. We've already got the 120 that we need, which is very good for us. Runs our way through now. We're going to go to this section all the way up and into the egg capsule. This gives us the emerald. We're then going to go right through. 1, 2, 3. Oh, too fast there on that one. I should have went up rather than down, but that's okay. We're now going to go through the bumpers here. Going to make sure we don't get caught by that, sending us backwards, which it did anyway, even though I was nowhere near that. Still nowhere near that game. There you go. Straight through and then down. We're going to grab more of these, but we don't need them. It's all about score now. Make sure we don't get ahead of these section. We're going to go under the barricade there, not get caught by that. Through the PlayStation Square button. And then at the end here, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Takes us to the end of the stage, and that is all emeralds obtained. So now that we have got them all, we no longer need to worry about tokens. We also can become supersonic. 50 rings and no shield. We will press the spin button mid-jump, and we got it on the perfect stage, Castle Eggman 2. Onto the interior now. We are invading the castle here. We just need to make sure we run our way through on this segment. I want to grab as many of these rings as we can. I want to have at least 35 by the time we get to this segment, which we do. There's our 40, there's our 50, and it's time for Supersonic! The power of Supersonic here makes us invincible. It also gives us the ability to glide through some stages as long as we have momentum. Not only that, but our acceleration is increased, and we also get to have a lot of fun. Well, bonking off enemies pretty much. But we're just going to use this to go Newman through the stages now. As we then jump through on this section, we're just going to fly all the way up to the top springs there, hit our way off that one, and then straight down. Don't have to launch ourselves here as we have the jump. We're going to land ourselves off this ramp that's supposed to damage us, but it doesn't, allowing us to go above the library sequence here. We then go towards the side, fall all the way down out to the base section. We're then going to run our way through. We get the big jump at the top there. No spring required, right through and around. The speed you get is phenomenal. We then run our way through the side here. We jump up one, we jump up twice. Don't have to worry about that. We hit the springs around into the main library itself. We're then going to launch ourselves up to the top. We're then going to wait. We're going to jump. We're going to launch up here. This allows us to get right at the top, skipping that sequence all the way up, and there is a sub 120 on the stage. Oh, we love Supersonic, and I love how it's themed. This feels like it's like in a game show, you know. But now we come to Castle Eggman's boss. This is a memory game, and by memory game I mean it's the exact same pattern every time, and Ark just doesn't remember it. So we're then going to go to red. We're going to go to blue, then yellow after red. It then goes to red, blue, then red, yellow. Every time you hit the boss, more of the ground is removed. It was red, yellow, Ark. Why did you not do that? That's fine. I'm just going to get hit here when this comes down, I guess. There you go. Go back over the red side here. There you go. Taking the damage, but that's fine. Getting hit is not a massive time loss in this one because you're going to have to wait for the boss to go through anyway. And also you cannot go super because there are no more rings. Which is a good thing because it means you can get super and it doesn't trivialize the bosses. We're now going to go into phase 2 on this. We're then going to wait for the spring to spring me up. Thank you very much, Spring, for springing me up. There we got Eggman's Egg Robos with their giant foam fingers. Don't want to get hit with the foam fingers or you'll hear the lovely home run bat sound. I'm going to hit the boss 3 times. And then hopefully on the way back, maybe get donked once? Nah, I didn't get donked there. That's a shame. Submit it on that boss, though. You take it. You love it. We love to see it as we now go into Arid Canyon. Again, now the objective is try and get 50 rings as quickly as we can to get the super. We already know where a set of 10 is. It's here. Don't hug the cacti. They damage you. We're going to make sure we grab our rings that we need on this section up through the lovely gimmick here, which is these wonderful tornadoes. We're going to be using them to our advantage. The tornadoes will give you the momentum that you have going into them, amplified a little bit when you come out as well. So we're just going to spin dash. This gives us our final 10 rings. You know what time it is. It's time for Super Stonk. So we're going to run away with Super Stonk now using the power of gliding or falling with style. We're just going to run our way through this segment here. We're going to use this to grab a nice big height. Allows us to go all the way around to these tornadoes. I might not be high enough for this, but we'll see how it is. Nope, we're fine. Lands right in that. We're then just going to launch ourselves over and around this section. As we come down to the bottom here, we're going to immediately just jump our way through. We're going to hold all that section. That's lovely. Off the spring up to the top. We're then going to land on this segment here. Hold the jump, go it through. On the final ring, we jump and away we go. That is a sub-minute stage and the beauty it is. We now get to slow things down a little bit though. We got to take things a little bit more chill as we come to the Arid Canyon 2 stage here. We will not be getting Supersonic in this stage because there's just no need. So we're going to go through, grab our lovely Whirlwind Shield here once again. The most overpowered shield in the game, bar none. As we then run our way through the oil here. We don't want to hit any of the oil because the oil just makes us a little bit slippy and it's not fun to deal with. But we get to run our way through the section now, through the stage. Just going to roll our way down here. Should hit the springs up to the top there. Springs will push us down. We're just going to thok our way around as we head towards the tornadoes. From the tornadoes here, I have a little bit more control with the Whirlwind Shield. That allows me to just run our way up on the top. On this area, we go around, we go in. Straight on the bottom side here. We're going to make sure we don't knock that down. That's fine for us. We then jump down into the minecart as our lovely little minecart here. Please do not try and leave a minecart early, because if you terminate your minecart at any other place other than the end, you will unfortunately die. I'm going to hit the checkpoint for safety here as there is a trick coming up, and I've not been doing it all day because I've been doing all in the mode with 1 life, but we will give it a chance for the run here. Minecart sections are auto-scrollers. They are slow. There's nothing much that you can do. But we have for the people. And we're going to go and try and do it. We're going to line ourselves up. There's a nice big jump that we're going to do. We're going to double back on ourselves. And we're going to do a jump from this part of the level that we're on over to the other side there. But we need to turn this minecart around. It is a tight frame window to get it. We'll see if we can manage it. We'll give it one attempt because why not? We got 12 lives spare. And we got a little bit of time. That's fine. So we're going to run our way through on this segment. Here it comes. We're going to line ourselves up. Do we get the jump? And it is for the people. Oh, did not make it. A little bit too late on that one. So now we're going to do the minecart section again. And that's what happens when you terminate your minecart early. Don't terminate your minecart early on that one. But yeah, you got to come back now and do the entire minecart section again, which is fine. But we give it one try in the marathon run. One and done there. But it also means you get to go and see what is inside the minecart sequence. But yeah, a little bit too late on that jump there, so we went careening straight into the side of the wall there. If we were a little bit earlier, the game would have landed us on the rails and took us where we needed to go. But yeah, you move on any of the other directions on these rails here, you will just fall. You will lose a life, which is not something that you want to do. But yeah, that's all this skips. Skips a little bit of backwards and forwards there. Take us to the end of the stage, and now we go to one of the most annoying bosses in the game. It is fine. Either this boss will be less than 30 seconds, or this boss will be more than 40. Let's see what he does. Phase 1 on the boss. I'm going to jump and hit him early. We're going to try and get as many early hits on this boss as we can. As long as I am above him when he tries to hit me, we will get the hit. If he is above us, then he will get the hit. He's going to fire his corks at me, which is fine. He does early corks there. I'll take some early corks. He's invincible until he hits the ground. Once he hits the ground, he becomes vulnerable again. He's hanging up the top there. He didn't get me with his corks there. I was quite lucky on that one. He's going to fall down. There he gets the hit on that one because he was higher. As you can see how that works is whichever one is higher gets the hits there. On to phase 2. He's now going to start dropping bombs, which is bad. I've already lost that one there, so I'm going to wait for him to see where he comes. I'm going to make sure I only aim to hit him when he's on the bottom side. Anytime he's up somewhere higher, I do not want to go near him because he will just make me take damage. He's having a bit of a time himself there right now. There you go. And then we get one more hit on him, and hopefully that'll take him down. He's up the top there. He's being a troll. He's staying up the top there. He's being a troll. He's down. We get him. And that's it. Boss is done. Like I said, he can be a good fight or he can be a troll. That's a 56. And now he's off to Hot Cocoa. Bye, buddy. All right. We're going to jump into Red Volcano time. Red Volcano time. It's the 50 rings. Let's go. So we're going to thog off that block to give us a nice big speedy boost. We're going to just run our way through here, grab as many of these rings as we can, dodging the fireballs as we go. I'm going to have my cake and eat it too because I want that ring box down there, but I also want the top route. So we're going to take both of them and then grab as many rings as we can. This is going to allow me to come through the rest of the stage to go where we want to on the top route, because top route is best route. One ring to rule them all is all I need to get through here. That is fine. We're then just going to run, jump, and transform. That takes our speed. We're then going to run all the way through with Supersonic. We're going to skip under this part of the level. We're going to skip all around this lava sequence, all these platformers you're supposed to do. None of it is going to be there for Supersonic. We're then going to see if we can do a nice little fun segment here where we're going to try and get a jump off this. That did not give me any hype for that at all. So we're going to do the backup strat off these springs instead. Springs will allow us to get through and run this segment. You can either get enough jump there on the ramp, but we did not, unfortunately. So we're just going to run our way through this segment. We're just going to hold the fly around here. We're going to jump on this section. Straight round, straight through, straight smooth. Lovely. We then got the box here. I'm going to go around the outside of the wall so we don't get crushed by it. Giant pizza wall is a pain in the butt. We're then going to keep the momentum going right through here, past the wonky lava section. We're going to just fly down, not get caught by the birds here, hopefully. Very nice. Take us towards the end of the stage here. Big old jump, 1, 2, and 3. That is a sub 120 on that stage. And away we go. Now coming up to the Egg Rock series of stages. Egg Rock stages are a pain in the butt, but it's fine because we're going to navigate our way through them. Again, we will not be getting super on this one. We're going to run, jump our way through here. We're going to see if we can get a nice big high jump off these things. It gives us a big height to get through there. Wonderful. Skips one of the cycles. We're then going to run our way through this segment. We're just going to run straight through and take a damage boost. It's fine. As we're then going to attempt a room skip. We've got laser room here. It flips gravity. I am going to hopefully not get flipped gravity. Double flip gravity. Yeah! yes, let's go. You blink and you miss it there, folks. That there is you flip the gravity like the game was expecting you to, but it allowed me to go through, and then we got up there straight away, which was wonderful. We then get to go straight through with our speedy shoes there, past the snail that's been taking my life, as we then don't get caught by the crushers here, as we then run our way up into the spring, where we're going to do an anti-gravity segment. One giant leap for Hedgehog kind, as he just runs and jumps straight there, makes it on easy every time. As we run our way up now towards the end, where we're going to go outside into space. And hedgehogs can't breathe in space, so we're going to stay on this area here, where we're going to get 5 seconds of time before we run out of air. He can hold his breath for only 5 seconds, apparently. But there we go. We go out, we go through, we go around, and that is the stage complete. So now head into Egg Rock Act 2, where you're going to hopefully get to hear the full super theme in all its glory. As we're going to go and not take the skip at the start here, because I want to grab a lot of these rings that we have available to us. That was unfortunate. So I didn't land on the ground there because momentum was a thing. Sometimes momentum can be a pain in the butt. So we're just going to grab that. Going to grab those rings. There you go. Flip us upside down there. There you go. Again, being nice with your momentum this time. We've got a secret little ring box there for us that most people miss. But we're going to use it to our advantage to run our way through here. Hopefully not get caught by any of the spinners. It's going to be there. We run our way through. That's lovely. Out we go. As we now go through, we're going to grab these rings here. We go into this to the left to grab our last couple of rings here. We grab both, and then we transform. And the invincibility is going to carry us through. So we're going to run our way through the rest of the stage. Now, the question is, will I be able to grab enough rings, have enough time to get us to the end while still remaining in supersonic form? We're about to find out as we're going to run our way through out into space once again, using all of Supersonic's abilities to our advantage. With the super speed that we have here, we're just going to immediately run through the gravity flipper way out to the side there, making sure we don't hit the ceiling to lose all momentum. We're then opening the magical doors to continue on to the rest of the level here. We're going to about turn down. We're going to jump down here. This allows me to then thock as I land immediately straight into the flying, through the laser beams. Don't even allow the turrets to activate, through the big square hole. That's right, he goes in the square hole. And we're going to go to the elevator segment now. From the elevator segment, we're going to do a number of precise jumps here. Hopefully not going to fall on my butt. So we just jump through up and in there. Very nice. Then going to grab, get the fly, line it up, and take us down again, activating the electricity to open up the rest of the power in the level. This is going to open up the door, take us to the elevator, up to the very, very top. This is going to allow us to then navigate our way through the Yoku block section that will be coming up. Not getting a good cycle on that one, but it's fine. The enemies aren't there able to get me, which is lovely. We're just going to run our way through this sequence here, up to this area. Going to make sure we don't get crushed by this platform. Run straight through. We then just jump over. Lovely. Another set of crushers. Don't have to worry about it. We got the upside down platforms. Now we go through into the Yoku block section. Enjoy the rest of the theme. God, I love it so good. Such a good bit with the guitar there. That is the end of the stage. I said I'd be supersonic till the end of it. I was not kidding. That means it went well. 2 rings to go as we now go to our final 3 stages. We are jumping up now. We have Black Core Act 1. Then we have Black Core 2, Black Core 3. Black Core Act 1 here is a race against Metal Sonic. Similar you saw HUDs in Stardust Speedway, we are doing the same. I'm aiming for 50 rings though, because it'll make the race significantly easier on me. We are going to go down here. We're going to keep the race going. Going to grab as many of these rings as I can. We're hearing Metal Sonic behind us, destroying the spikes because he's able to just run right through and get them straight away. We're now going to be able to do a similar thing using Supersonic here, but we aren't going to be destroying spikes. We're just going to be bypassing entire laser walls and entire lava sections, because that is something that we can do. So we just wait, we hold it, we go through here. We have the entire section here. We just run, we jump, we fly over this section. That allows me to go in. When we fall back down there, you can see losing the momentum. As long as we bring it back with a thought, we just go all the way down. And that is it. We're then going to go to the area down to the bottom here, launch myself towards the end of the stage. Got to drop myself down just a little bit so we don't actually hit the ceiling. And straight across and into our boss fight. So now we are going to go through Metal Sonic fighting with us. Now we're going to hit him into his wireframe form. You hit him into wireframe, you then get a chance to hit him. You get 3 hits on the first phase here because he never gives you 4. We're then going to just wait for him to come out. He's going to do his horizontal attack for us. We dodge it. We then try and get him a hit immediately. That was very good. Allows us to get the second hit again. That now puts him into his desperation phase. It's time for pinball. Metal Sonic is going to charge at us at high speed, but as long as we stay on the angles here and line up directly in front of him, he will bounce off the 4 corners and land at the same time every time. This then allows us just to get through and continue on with the plan. Line myself up again, using the ground as a good guide here. He gets the 4 bounces on each corner. He'll always do 4 bounces. This keeps it in full control to get the fight done quickly. So we move him over. He goes over, he gets that. Now he's going to speed up to do the 6 bounces. 4 bounces 6 times. He's really fast now, so you got to just line up. You can see he's moving slightly each time we do it. So I got to line myself up to make sure that we stay in relative control here. Not doing a terribly good job of that, but we're pulling it back slightly. There you go. There's the 6 hit. We now get to go with the boss. The boss is done. That is a beautiful boss there. I'll take a 11120 any day. That is really nice. As we are now going to wait for the door to the final boss to open. Where is it? It's behind us. Here we go. We're going to run away to it. And this is where Eggman would put his emeralds. If he had any. Now, if you're a fan of the OVA, or you've seen the OVA, this boss may look familiar to you. It is Brack Eggman. He has a number of attacks that he'll do. He has his flamethrower. He has his mines. He's using the mines on me right there. That's fine. He's being a bit of a troll, but that's okay. I just need him to come through and go into the gloop there, because if he can go into the gloop, he'll lose his shield. That allows me to then start getting damage on the boss. I'm going to try and line myself up here to where I get as many hits on this boss. I want to try and get all 9 on the first phase here if I can, but this depends entirely on the boss and the abilities that he's using. I need him to use the mines over the flamethrower, because the flamethrower is slightly harder to get the quick hits in. I don't think I'm going to get all 9 here. I think I'm going to get 8. Nope, I think that was 7. Nope, we got 8. Yep, we got 8. That's fine. So he's now going to have a few extra attacks. He's going to have belly bombs. He's going to have a lock-on target. There's the belly bomb. There's the lock-on target. He's going to hit me now. That's going to make everything go out of the way, but that's fine. I'm going to try and hit him here. He's being a butt. There you go. So I've got 2 more hits to do. He didn't hit me with the mine there. Fire all around the stage here. He is being a right troll to me right now. Jesus. Oh, there's the belly bomb. Please don't mind me. Okay, he was minding me. He's in the belly bomb. I'm going to get the hit there. That's fine. Gotta wait for the flames to go away. That was a really awkward boss, but it's done. And the final time is coming up on the run here. Of course, I'm not getting in there. Good job, Arg. Good to know the flames are there on that one. We are then going to just take the end. Time is coming up in the next couple of seconds here when the cutscene begins. And time! 32:59 IGT. We take those. That is a good run. That is fantastic. I am very, very happy about that. I am not complaining at all. Booyah. But there we go, everybody.
That was amazing. I've never seen this game before, and I'm kind of hyped for it. There's a part of me that wants to play it.
Oh, please do. You know the best thing about this game? It's free. It's a fan game. It is free. It is actually a crime that this game is free. It is that good, because you have only seen a fraction of what this game has to offer. The levels are massive. There are so many characters you can play. There are character-specific routes. There are so many mods as well. Like, the community around this game is phenomenal. It is honestly amazing. But I hope you all enjoyed this run. I hope you all had a lot of fun with it. Alara, I hope you enjoyed it as well.
There we go. That was great. That was fantastic. But before we let you go, Argic, would you like to plug your socials, plug your Twitch, anything else? What do you got going on?
Thank you. What do I have going on? I'm going to GDQ next week. I am flying off from Scotland to America. I am going to Minneapolis to perform at Games Done Quick. We are performing this run. So you've all got a preview of it. And thank you for having it. Again, I massively appreciate Pixel Perfect Team selecting this run and the Dream Team race tomorrow. The Dream Team race is going to be amazing. I hope you'll enjoy it. But yeah, you can find me over at twitch.tv/Argic, where in the works we have doing this game in its ultimate mode, which is 1 hit and you die and you are back at the start. It is a no-hit run, as well as doing a 200 emblem run. And also, we're planning on maybe doing a speed run through the entire Sonic series. Going to be named the Sonic Speed Play. It's in the planning stages. But if you want to see it, maybe see your favorite Sonic game, give us a follow and come check it out.
All right. Well, with that, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next week at GDQ Argic. It's going to be fantastic.
Yay! I'm
But
going to
in the
meet you.
meantime-
Let's go.
Yeah, we get to hang out.
Heck
But
yeah.
we have to go get ready, but we're going to be back in a little bit with Linkameister, who's going to be running Gods from the SNES. So be excited for that. We will see you all soon, and I hope you have a fantastic break in the meantime. Go get some water. I'll see you in a couple minutes, but go get some water. Bye, everyone.
Bye.